It, he had a job in Chesapeake, Virginia, making clearing $400 a week. And then his Facebook pages are pictures of him in Florida. So I guess I don't know. They were sent yesterday, just a couple of days ago. So I'm guessing he's in Florida now at a nudist colony. I've never worked for the Bossier school system. I would never go out to Houghton to go to Austin High. It's too far to drive, and I don't think Bossier pays that much for subs. So there was a redheaded woman with long hair that looked a lot like me walking all over downtown Shreveport when Jake and I lived down at the Hamilton. I saw her one day at Super One. She was with a black guy. She looked like a prostitute, tits hanging out, halter tops. Not as heavy as me, but still overweight. Walking the streets of Shreveport. And that phone call I got last week or the week before, the man called me, said if I participate in the survey, I'd get $480, and he started asking me about halter tops. He sounded like the same guy that called me, saying he wanted me to be his wife's companion. Wouldn't need to work, free room and board. Sounded like sex slavery to me. Sounded like the same voice that called me about the halter tops. I told him, no, I've never worn halter tops, even when I was younger. He asked me, even when you were younger, I said, no. Well, why not? They don't interest me. Now, I wore a tank top, which is just a sleeveless shirt. But a halter top is like a spaghetti strap kind of shirt. I've never worn spaghetti strap shirts or halter tops. I think halter tops actually only cover your breast tissue, hit you in the midriff too. So that guy over in Bossier today was asking me if I'd ever, gee, you look familiar. Did you work in Northwood High? Yeah. Was you a substitute here? Yeah. Did you ever work at Austin? And he named off a couple of Bossier schools, and I was like, no, I've never worked there. But I think there's a teacher there that looks like me, because people say that to me. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Last night at 1:15 a.m. I turned off the lamp in the living room. So the living room was dark except for Jake was watching Netflix on his air mattress in his sleeping bag. I laid down to sleep. As soon as I turned off that lamp, I heard a vehicle start up outside. Sounded loud. And it just idled outside for about 15 minutes. I fell asleep before it even turned off or drove away or whatever it did. And this morning, as soon as I woke up with the urge to urinate, then I heard vehicle door slam, and then two vehicle door slams. And after I went back to sleep, I got up again. I never really went back to sleep. And I got up to go throw my piss pot out and rinse it off. And as soon as I got up off the couch, the people next door popped out of their house and walked in a white mini SUV and a tan twin cab truck. These two guys that walked to the twin cab truck, and I don't know who the women were in the white mini SUV, but I was throwing my pee out on the grass when they were all getting into their vehicles to drive away. So then I laid back down to try to go to sleep again for a little while. And as soon as I did, I laid down. Jake was still sound asleep when I sat up. At about 11:55, immediately Andrea entered the double doors, went into the laundry room and pushed the dryer door closed. And then she came out and went to her computer and pushed one key on her computer keyboard back in the corner by the back French doors in the office. And then she asked me how's it going. And I just keep going and going and going. I was still sitting on the couch. She said that first when she first walked in before she went in the laundry room. Then she went over to her keyboard and hit a key, which she does every morning. She didn't ask me for any consent to anything. I have no knowledge of what she does on her computer. Neither Jake nor I've ever used Andrea's computers, and we don't own a computer. So, you know, whatever she's doing. She started telling me about how her sister had been sick and been vomiting for a few days, and today she was better. And then she said, "We'll see you later," and she walked up the French doors and closed them. And then later she went out to her vehicle and opened and closed her vehicle door and snapped her security alarm. So I also heard throughout the morning the sound of a vehicle that sounded like Roland's car. The buzzing engine sound of a small little car in Roland's car made that sound. So heard it come and go several times, but I never saw it through the French doors. So all kinds of games going on. That house we looked at today was just an abominable mess. I would not have slept in that house or put my stuff in it. I'd have slept outside in a tent and gutted everything out of that house and bleached it from top to bottom. Fixed the toilets and the plumbing first. She said the sink leaks. The ring on the bottom of the toilet was broken, so that's why there's water coming out of the toilet piping. And she put a sleeping bag there to dam it up to keep it from going into the room. Well, it's going to keep going. It's just going to go under the sleeping bag. It's still going to soak the rest of the floor. So, and then that guy said he was 19. He didn't look 19. He was tall, but I'm sure he had to be in his 20s. He didn't look like he was a 19-year-old boy. And she said she was 30. I thought she was 25 to 27. She showed me a picture of 3 children. And she said they had 3 children between them. They were all at least 5 years old or older. He's 19. He had to start making babies with her when he was still a minor. I thought maybe she'd had him by another man, but don't know what that's about. But I mean, there was shit creamed on the floor. She just cleaned the floor, but the dogs are walking all over the house, and can't deal with dog shit all the time every day.